Hello students. So here in this lecture we will solve all the problems given in the NCERT exemplar. As I already mentioned, we are solving the first exercise of all the chapters, which include the multiple choice questions. Chapter 3, pair of linear equations and two variables. Now before we start solving the multiple choice questions, let us go through the formulas required. Now if there are two linear equations, which is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, then if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then we have a unique solution. Unique solution in the sense that the pair of linear equations have only one solution, or graphically they represent two lines which are intersecting at a given point. Now if a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 but is not equal to c1 by c2, it means that there is no solution. No solution meaning that the two lines are parallel. So the two equations represent two lines which are parallel, and if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2, it graphically means that the two equations represents two lines which coincide, meaning that we have infinitely many solutions. So these are the formulas required to solve all the problems given in exercise 3.1. So we'll begin with the first one. Question 1. Graphically the pair of equations represent two lines which are. So these are the two equations. So here a1 is 6. So let me write them. This is a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2. So let me divide them. a1 by a2, 6 by 2. b1 by b2, you have minus 3 divided by minus 1. b2 is minus 1. c1 by c2, 10 by 9. So let us observe. So 6 by 2 is nothing but 3 by 1 equals, this is also 3 by 1 because I can cancel minus minus. So it is 3 by 1, but is not equal to 10 by 9. So here I have the condition a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 and is not equal to c1 by c2. So that means that there is no solution, or the pair of equations represent two lines which are parallel. So the right answer is option D. So therefore they represent two lines which are parallel. Question 2. The pair of equations x plus 2y plus 5 equal to 0 and minus 3x minus 6y plus 1 equal to 0 has. So here again a1, let me list out what they are. So a1 is 1, this is a1, a2 is minus 3, b1 is 2, b2 is minus 6, c1 is 5, c2 is 1. So let me divide them and check. So you have a1 by a2, 1 by minus 3, 2 by minus 6, 5 by 1. So this is 1 by minus 3. This also is 1 by minus 3. So a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 but is not equal to 5 by 1. So therefore the two lines are parallel. We observe that they are parallel. That means there is no solution. So this corresponds to option D, which is no solution. Next 3. If a pair of linear equations is consistent. Now observe that a pair of linear equations are consistent for both the cases, if you have a unique solution or if there are infinitely many solutions. So for both these two cases, we have a pair of linear equations which are consistent. So the right option is option C. That is, they can either be intersecting here as mentioned in the first case, or they can be coinciding, having infinitely many solutions. Question 4. The pair of equation y equal to 0 and y equal to 7 has. So let me draw these two lines. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Now y equal to 0. Now if y equal to 0, this basically represents the x-axis. So this is y equal to 0 and y equal to minus 7. So I have another line y equal to minus 7. Now these two lines are parallel. So therefore there are no solutions. So the right option is D. Option D, which means there are no solution. Question 5. The pair of equations x equal to a and y equal to b graphically represents lines which are. So again, let me draw them. Let me consider the x-axis and the y-axis. Now consider the line x equal to a. So x equal to a is a line which is parallel to the y-axis, having a distance a from the y-axis. So this point is a comma 0. So this line is x equal to a. So now let me consider y equal to b. So y equal to b is another line which is parallel to the x-axis with the distance b from the x-axis. So this point is 0 comma b. Now these two lines will definitely intersect at this point, where the coordinates of this point would be a comma b, right? So therefore we find that these two lines x equal to a and y equal to b will intersect at the point a comma b. So therefore the right answer is option D, which states that they are intersecting at a comma b. So the option is D. Question 6. For what values of k do the equations 3x minus y plus 8 equal to 0 and 6x minus ky equals minus 16 represent coincident lines? Now what do you mean by coincident lines? So here, if a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 equals c1 by c2, you have infinitely many solutions, but graphically they represent lines which are coinciding. Now what is a1, b1 and c1? a1 is 3, b1 is minus 1, c1 is 8. Here a2 is 6, b2 is minus k, and what is c2? c2 is minus 16. I bring it to LHS, so it becomes 16. So all of them are equal, isn't it? The ratios are equal. a1 by a2 is 3 by 6, should be equal to b1 by b2, that is minus 1 by minus k, should be equal to c1 by c2, 8 by 16. So observe, this is 1 by 2, this also is 1 by 2. So therefore 1 by 2 must be equal to 1 by k, or k equals 2. So I bring k to this side, 2 goes to the other side, so k equals 2. So the right option is option C, where k is equal to 2. Question 7. If the lines given by 3x plus 2ky equals 2 and 2x plus 3y equals 1, if they are parallel. If they are parallel, meaning that there is no solution, which means that a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So we need to find the value of k. Now a1 is 3, b1 is 2k, and c1, if I bring 2 to LHS, c1 equals minus 2. So similarly here a2 is 2, b2 is 5, and c2, bring it to LHS, is minus 1. So we are not bothered about c1 by c2, we are only bothered about a1 by a2 being equal to b1 by b2. So a1 is 3 by a2 is 2 should be equal to b1, which is 2k, by b2, which is 5. Right? So take 5 to the other side. So I get 5 into 3 is 15 by 2. Bring 2 to the denominator. 2 into 2 is 4 equals k. So the value of k is 15 by 4. So if you observe all the options, 15 by 4 is option C. Question 8. For what value of c is the pair of equation cx minus y equals 2 and cx minus 2y equals 3 will have infinitely many solutions? So I need to find the value of c such that there are infinitely many solutions. So the only condition is this, where all the ratios are equal. So here a1 equals c, b1 equals minus 1 coefficient of y, and C1 equals minus 2 because I have to take this to LHS. Similarly, A2 equals 6, B2 equals minus 2, C2 equals, bring 3 to the other side, it becomes minus 3. So A1 by A2, which is C by 6, must be equal to B1, which is minus 1, divided by B2, which is minus 2, must be equal to C1, which is minus 2 by minus 3. Alright, so therefore we realize that these ratios have to be equal. Now consider these. So let me consider C by 6 equals 1 by 2. So minus minus gets cancelled. So I take 6 to the other side, or I can cancel 2 3s are, so C equals 3. So C can have a value 3 if I consider these two ratios. If I consider C by 6 and this ratio, that means if I consider C by 6 equal to 2 by 3, this ratio, then of course I can cancel 3 2s are 6, 2 into 2 is 4. So C equals 4. So we get two values for C, where C is equal to 3 and C, this is C is also equal to 4. So we cannot have two values of C, isn't it? So therefore, there is no value of C such that these two lines will coincide. So therefore, we can never have a condition where these two lines will have infinitely many solutions or they would coincide. So there is no value of C, and therefore the answer is D, no value. Option D, no value. Question 9. One equation of a pair of dependent linear equation is minus 5x plus 7y minus 2 equal to 0. Now what can be the other equation? Now let us consider A1 as minus 5, B1 as 7 and C1 as minus 2. Okay, so these are the values. So let me consider A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So given the condition that the pair of linear equations are dependent, so dependent meaning that the ratio is equal to some constant 1 by k. So k can have any arbitrary value. So therefore you have minus 5 by A2 equals 7 by B2 equals minus 2 by C2 is equal to 1 by k. So k can take any arbitrary value. So let us put the value of k equal to 2. Now when I observe all the other options A, B, C, D, I find that I have 10x, right? And then I have 14y and 4. So how do I get 10, 14 and 4 if I multiply this by 2? So let me consider k equal to 2. So therefore, minus 5 by A2 equals 1 by 2. Or what is A2? A2 is minus 5 into 2. I can get it as minus 10. Similarly, B2 will be twice 7, which is 14. And C2 will be twice minus 2, which is minus 4. So we can get another linear equation, which is minus 10x plus 14y minus 4 equal to 0. So observe all the four options: minus 10x plus 14y minus 4 equal to 0. Or if I take minus sign common, or if I multiply this equation with minus sign, I get 10x minus 14y plus 4 equals 0. So this coincides with the option D. So option D is the right answer. 10th one, a pair of linear equations which has a unique solution for x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 3 is. So now to check if x equal to 2 and y equals minus 3 is a unique solution, we have to substitute the value of x and y in all the four options and check. So let us check for the first one. For A, so we have x plus y equals 1 and 2x minus 3y equals minus 5. Let me substitute these values of x and y here. So 2 minus 3 is minus 1, definitely not equal to 1. So option A is not possible. B, we have 2x plus 5y equals minus 11, right? And 4x plus 10y equals minus 22. So put these values here. 4 minus, so you have 5 into minus 3, which is minus 15. So I get minus 11. So this is correct. So 4 minus 15 is minus 11. And here 4 into 2 is 8. Minus 3 into 10 is minus 30. So you get 8 minus 30 is minus 22. So this is right. So I find that option B is the right answer. So there are two other options. You can check. You can put the values of x and y in the equations given in option C and D, and they would fail. So the right answer is option B. So given A and B are the solutions of these two equations. That means if I substitute x equal to A and y equal to B, then LHS would be equal to RHS. So you need to find the value of A and B. So in place of x, I put A. In place of y, I'll put B. So A minus B equals 2. And here again, you have A plus B equals 4. So I have two equations. So let me add them. B gets cancelled, minus B and plus B. So I get 2A equals 6. So A equals 6 by 2, which is 3. Put the value of A here. So 3 plus B equals 4, or B equals 4 minus 3, which is 1. So A is 3 and B is 1. So if A is 3 and B is 1, it corresponds to option C. Then 12th one, Aruna has 1 rupee and 2 rupee coins with her. If the total number of coins she has is 50 and the total amount of money with her is rupees 75, then the number of 1 rupee and 2 rupee coins are. Okay. Now let the number of 1 rupee coins be x and let the number of 2 rupee coins be y. Right? So you have x number of 1 rupee coins and y number of 2 rupee coins. Now in total, how many coins are present? Aruna has 50 coins. So therefore, x plus y will be equal to 50. But what is the total amount which Aruna has? It is rupees 75, isn't it? So therefore, the value of x is 1 and the value of y is 2. So 1 into x plus 2 into y is 75. So you have two equations. We can solve them. Now subtract these two equations. X will get cancelled. So I get minus y equals minus 25, or y equals 25. Now substitute the value of y here. X plus 25 equals 50. So what is x? X is 25. Y also is 25. So what is the right answer? The right answer is option D, 25 and 25. So Aruna has 25 1 rupee coins and 25 2 rupee coins. So problem 13. The father's age is 6 times his son's age. Now let the age of the father be x. So x is the father's age, and let y be the age of the son. Now the current age of the father is 6 times his son's age, right? So x is 6 times y. So the father's age is 6 times the son's age. Now 4 years hence, what happens? The father will be 4 times his son's age. So 4 years hence means, so now the current age is x and 6y. After 4 years, that means the father will be x plus 4 and the son will be y plus 4. And the father would be 4 times the son's age. So it's going to be 4 into y plus 4. So let me expand this. So we get x plus 4 equals 4y plus 16, or x minus 4y equals 16 minus 4. I get it as 12. And here I can write this as x minus 6y equal to 0. So here we get two equations. X minus 4y equals 12 and x minus 6y equals 0. Subtract both of them, x and x will get cancelled. Minus 4, minus of minus is plus, so you get 2y equals 12. So y equals 12 by 2, which is 6. Right? So y is 6. So what is x? X is 6 into y, which is 6. So therefore x is 36. The father's age is 36. The son's current age is 6. Now 4 years hence, that means the father would be 36 plus 4, which is 40. The son would be 6 plus 4, which is 10, and that would be 4 into 10. So therefore, after 4 years, the father's age would be 4 times the son's age. So what is the right option? The right option is option C. So given the son's and the father's age are respectively. So first the son's age and then the father's age. So it is 6 comma 36, which matches with option C. So here in this lecture we have solved all the problems given in the exercise 3.1 from the NCERT exemplar. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get notifications of all the further uploads, and thanks for watching.